Going live. Everybody's watching. All right, good evening. You're welcome to Countdown to the 2018 World Cup, and it's my YouTube channel. If you can see live there, though my background is dark. But all the same, we are still looking into the performance of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. How did they all start in years ago? And we keep wondering. We want to bring back how we first got our qualifications to the World Cup. First time appearance in 1994. What really happened? And since then, as we've been to this year 2018 World Cup in Russia, it's just 6 days to the World Cup, and a lot of expectation has come, and everybody's saying, "Go Super Eagles, go Super Eagles." It's going to be Super Eagles victory time, and let's get to dissect it. If you are watching live on YouTube, my name is Busayo Kiri once again, and you can follow me if you are watching, and let's do it together. Where do we start from? We'll start at the 1994 World Cup. We qualified to the World Cup against our lot, and we're representing Africa with the likes of. Remember that wonder team that first qualified us for the World Cup ever. It's like Nigeria against the world. In goal, then we have Peter Rufai, left back. We have Austin Eguavoin. We have Uchekechukwu Chekafor, and we have Benny Roa at the left back. Coming from the 1994 Tunisia 94 African Cup of Nations victory, all hopes was on Nigeria to do well at the World Cup. So it came in that team that had the likes of in the midfield Sunday Olise, Chidinwanu, the likes of Finidi George, Daniel Amokachi, Manuel Amonike, and late Yakini, Rashidi Yakini, all-time highest goal scorer of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Let me tell you that in that team, it was as if we were ready to conquer the world. And the boys showed up in that game. Let me quickly bring it down to the fact that into that game with all hopes on the Super Eagles of Nigeria. It's glaring that we wanted to win, and we went for what we wanted to precisely take over it. The Super Eagles of Nigeria started that game against the Bulgarian side, and who will have made it possible if not Yakini, who's banged in the first goal ever scored by Nigeria at the World Cup. The goal was scored via from Finidi George, who dribbled past one of the defenders of Bulgaria in that game, and before passing through to get to himself, the man himself, Rashidi Yakini in the box, who only needed a tap-in inside the 6-yard box to convert Nigeria's first ever goal at the World Cup. It's all like that. It started in that way, and let's get into it. The goal started coming. The likes of Daniel Amokachi also netted the second goal for Nigeria, also relieving a pass from Finidi, and it was all turned around to be Nigeria's a great moment in the World Cup. It will end at 2-0 in that game. It was going to also produce more goals, as yes, it is for the Nigerian team. They got the third one courtesy of Emmanuel, and Monique is a flying header in that game, and I can tell you it was a sweet victory. First game for Nigeria at the World Cup, ending 3-0. What a sweet victory it was for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, and the fear came into the teams that we were playing along the line. How will it pan out for the Super Eagles in the second game ever at the World Cup? This time around, we're facing the Greek team. They have the likes of Papadopoulos and great names on their head, and they're also coming from a good time out there before they prepared for their 1996 championship. But this time around, Nigeria was superb on that night again. Goal scored from Finidi George. You remember dancing, and that dance that gave Nigeria sweet time. And also, Nigeria defeated Greece by 2-0. Dan Dibu Amokachi was another key factor in that game. He showed why he's one great player that you can never be put aside, as he scored briefly with a strong out of the striker, calling on to even the referee had to run to follow him down to these players, and they had to celebrate with the players that was celebrate with the players on that game. So it was sweet victory for the Super Eagles again at getting 6 points, and that shows that we will progress to the next round. I'm talking about the second round, but we have to face an ordeal against the Argentina side. Who are this Argentina? They have the likes of Canizia, Diego Simoni. They had Diego Armando Maradona, who was a key factor going to the World Cup. Remember the hand of God in 1986 against that pushed them to the final, and they were coming from that race to become a champion. They were saying, yes, we can still do it. And this is the first time we are going to meet Argentina in the World Cup. What a way in that game. We took the lead, courtesy of Samson Siasia, and we chipped their goalkeeper in that game. So Nigeria went to the lead in the first half. And we expect to see a great quality time. But it was not going to be victory as usual, as Argentina came in from a goal down to stun us. Courtesy to rebound quickly, one quickly taken free kick, found Gianluigi Ganizia, and he pointed the ball into the back of the net. And well, it ended us. We qualified from the group. So, well, as we were talking about our race in the World Cup so far, we faced Italy in the second round. We qualified out of the group alongside Bulgaria, who finished third, and Argentina, who finished fourth in that group. And we were to face Italy on a crucial game like Nigeria, having been nominated as or ranked as the fifth best playing team in the world. Got us into playing Italy. Nigeria took the lead in that game again against Italy through Emmanuel and Monique, and the Italians fell back. Roberto Baggio was a stunner in that game, got an equalizer at the death of time, and the game lasted into extra time. But a costly mistake from the man called Austin Eguavon Asirezo award got Italy an awarded penalty, which they converted courtesy of Roberto Baggio. That was the dream at the 1994 FIFA World Cup. It came to an end in that way for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Oh yes, it happened like that, and we are planning that. Let's keep pushing. What will happen? How will it go? How will it happen? We will wait for another 4 years again before we see the Nigerian team at the World Cup. Yes, it started again. We qualified at the World Cup. Remember, Nigeria beat Kenya to qualify for the World Cup. But one man who missed out of the World Cup in 1998 is John Dosu Joseph. Dosu Joseph, who was our hero, one of the heroes at the Atlanta 96, had an accident. Immediately we qualified against Kenya in Lagos, and spinal cord had issues. But despite them, we started scrambling. Who is the goalkeeper to pick? We found goalkeeper Peter Rufai and Willie Okpara as one of our goalkeepers to that World Cup. Remember, in the process of the World Cup qualifier, Yugoslavia bashed Nigeria by 3-1. We played Germany. I remember it was a draw before Holland gave us a sound warning, 5-1 in one of the friendly matches ahead of the World Cup. This time, Bora Mijatovic, remember Mr. Bora, was the one who took us out to France 98. Our first game against Spain started brightly on a sad time when Raul Gonzalez struck with an volley. Oh, rather, Fernando Hierro gave Spain the first goal through a free kick from some yards, beat Peter Rufai in goal in that game. And Nigeria struck back with an header courtesy of the headmaster himself, Mutiu Adepoju, after delivering a nice corner kick from Fenede George to put Nigeria back into the game. On halftime, it was 1-1, and all of a sudden, as soon as the second half resumed, Raul Gonzalez, all-time goal scorer for Spain, pulled an volley and beat past Peter Rufai again to put Spain into the lead, 2-1. But this time around, it was not going to end. Gabalawa, Chindo, wherever you are, a great player, now an administrator out there, equalized for Nigeria right there with a scroll ball, which goalkeeper of Spain then, Zubi Zareta, pulled palm into his own net. It was as if it was going to be a share point between Nigeria and Spain at De La Roja. Not until when Sunday Olise, anytime I remember that strike, it tells me the vision is clear. I'm still looking at it, and we are yet to stay. Long-range efforts from Sunday Olise to put Nigeria back, and we scored a 1-1 game. 3-2 victory against Spain. In our second game, we met the team we also played in the 1994, talking about Bulgaria. With this time, you know, the V's, the last letter left, Ishkov, Strochkov, Beshkov, Bebetov, Kov, as it's all going. And this time around, it was a sweet time when Victor Ekweba gave Nigeria that lone victory, which had already qualified us before the team faced Paraguay. That Chilavat, Sancho Cruz, great players in those days. Nigeria lost that game, our final group game, to Paraguay by 3-1. Already qualifying, we had to meet Denmark, the Dane. Remember, one of the sad moments for me as a soccer pundit was that game. We lost 4-1. Ebe signed, I remembered, if my boss, Larry Zamoji, would always tell us then, when Rufai saw one of the shots, he shouted, Jesus Christ, and the goals were coming in. Philip Michael Landrop, Phil Landrop, Ebe signed, Peter Schmeichels, great players from the Danish side, stopped Nigeria. Also, at the second round. And, well, we packed our bag and we came back home. In 2002, in Korea, Japan, what happened at that tournament? We had a disbanded team immediately after the Mali 2002 Nations Cup, but some players came into the squad. Oskocha was part of it. Kanu Nwankwo, Justice Christopher, Femi Opabumi. We brought Ikeshoromu, Yobo appeared alongside them. Taribu West, back in Fanny Daisy. Right back, we had one great player who featured for the Nigerian team then. And JJ, Julius Agawa, scored one of our goals. We lost Argentina in the first game by a lone goal courtesy of a Gabriel Bastista header in that game. We lost to Sweden 2-1. All we could only salvage was a draw against Italy in the World Cup. We only had 1 point out of that World Cup. And 2006, a disappointing year. We didn't make it to Germany 2006 in the experience of Angola, who qualified from the qualifying group at the CAF African World Cup qualifiers. And they stopped us at Kanu, talking about Sonny Abacha Stadium, where we played a 1-1 draw. It saddens my heart. And in 2010, we qualified again into South Africa, the first time a World Cup was staged on an African soil. And it was South Africa 2010. We met again Argentina in our first game. And that's the third time we'll be meeting Argentina at the FIFA World Cup. Gabriel Nice scored the header, the only goal of that game with an header, only marked, nobody was the team, and headed in that game. So Nigeria lost the first game to Argentina. In our second game against Greece, most Nigerians have it was shown a red card, and our game plan actually got down, and we lost to Greece by 2-1. Thinking we were going to salvage a victory against Korea Republic, I tell you, and one man again, Yakubu Ayegbeni, lost an attempt just inside the 6-yard board, and it was over for the Nigerian Super Eagles in that game. We were also coached by Last Lagerbäck. Don't forget, in 2010, an African man qualified us, a Nigerian qualified us to the World Cup. And also in 2002, late Amadou Shuaibu qualified us, but was never given the chance to take the team to the World Cup in 2010. We also withdrew, and we also had a point out of Korea, Japan. 2014, Brazil. Late Stephen Keshi was our coach. The big boss, Tom Terry, people call him that name. And it strives my heart. Our first game, we played a goalless draw against Iran. Our second game, we won against Bosnia Herzegovina, courtesy of a 1-goal victory. And the third game was to meet Argentina, our perennial problems at the World Cup. We've met them twice at the World Cup, and we've lost to them. This time around, it was an end-to-end time As they were scoring, we scored. As they were scoring, Messi scored. Ahmed Musa equalized. Messi scored. Ahmed Musa put back again, and they eventually got the winner. 3-2. We qualify from the group and face France at the second round. That's the third time Nigeria will go to the second round as touching the FIFA World Cup. The 2 times we've not been to the second round of the FIFA World Cup is Korea, Japan 2002, and also South Africa 2010. So at 2002, 10, 14 World Cup, we faced France in the semi-final, and we lost narrowly 2-0 to France at the World Cup. This is 2018, 4 years behind. Where are we? How is the Super Eagles faring? They're planning ahead of the World Cup. The World Cup is on our stage, and this time around we have been grouped along Croatia, Iceland, and Argentina again. What a way. We brought a foreign coach to the World Cup. And I tell you, Coach Genetro, what are our expectations? We qualified even with a game to spare in the World Cup qualifying series. We played Argentina, we bashed them 4-2. We played Poland, we won by a lone goal. We played Serbia, we played England, we played Croatia. Are we good to go to the World Cup? Is there distraction in the camp of the Super Eagles? Where are we? Do you think Nigeria can qualify at the World Cup? Share your thoughts on my YouTube page, and let's get to see. I want to say thank you for watching this evening. If you are watching live, thank you for the live this evening. Whoever is watching, share your comments. You can chat with me, drop your comments. What are you expecting from the Super Eagles of Nigeria at the World Cup? Do you think we can get it right at the World Cup? Do you think it's the Super Eagles' time to shine at the World Cup? Let's hear your view this evening as we talk together. Where can we get it? The 23-man list of the Super Eagles that are going to the World Cup was released by Coach Genetra, and in goal, we have 3 goalkeepers. Talking about Francis Ozo, Ikechukwu Ezenwa. We have Daniel Akpoyi in goal for the 3 goalkeepers are going to the World Cup. And don't forget, everybody has seen Francis Ozo in a couple of friends. Is that the best we can get? Some say it's a callback Eyama, but let's even leave the Eyama side. Let's face the 3 goalkeepers we have in the squad right now. Who do you think will help us? Ikechukwu Ezenwa or Daniel Akpoyi? We've seen Ozo in the past friendly games. Do you think we should reshuffle before the game starts against Croatia in our first game? And do you think back? Okay, in Mastiff Sport, it says, nice show, man. We need to get our defense line intact because that might be our greatest undoing. Iwobi and Moses should be coming back to provide cover for our defense from the flank. Steve, thank you for your comment. Tactically, I want to put it to you. Do you think our formation 4-2-3-1 is our best when we go to the World Cup? 4-2-3-1 has been shown by Coach Genetro. And if you think it's our best bet, let's get to share it. I'm trying to type and reply to you. 4-2-3-1 formation is the best. All right, as I was taking the 23-man list of the Super Eagles going to the World Cup, in the defenders are Williams Ekung, Abdullah Shehu, Trine Boyeyi, Ederson Echejile, Brani Dowu, Chidozie Mawazem, Leon Balogun, and Kenneth Omerua. The midfielders are Mikel Obi, the captain of Saido Gay Onazi, Winifred Ndidi Otebo, John Ogu. While we have our striking forward, Ahmed Musa, Alex Iwobi, and Simeon Omakwa. Yes, we've seen these players over and over again. What do you think? Should we play at the World Cup? Let's get your reaction. Share your thoughts. I will read it alongside. And if all possible, we'll see how we can dissect the Super Eagles of Nigeria to the World Cup. It's just less than 8 days from now, and we are really, really hoping that better for the Super Eagles. The NFL president has said, "Oh, you want to make sure that we avoid that we get to the semi-final." That's where he has said that the Super Eagles should be. Oh, well, expectation is high. Ima, if you are watching again, where do you think Nigerian Super Eagles can finish at the World Cup? Do you believe with Jose Mourinho saying that we can qualify, we will qualify out of the group alongside Argentina as second runner-up in the group? Do you think we can get it right to the semi-final? Some says if we are at the semi-final, it's going to be our best bet. And some says if only we can even get out of the group. A lot of people say we cannot get out of the group. Some says I'm trying to respond to people who are watching along and who are trying to get onto the show this evening. That's why I'm trying to take a bit slow. Imam, I'm still coming back to you. All right, so like I was trying to pick. You can just quickly follow us. And yes, okay. Iman says the problem with that is the point man up front. Gallo has been ineffective from the last couple of games. Yes, Iman, that's your opinion, and we want to believe that when we get to the World Cup, we should start scoring goals if we want to get to the victory. Thank you for being part of the show this evening. For those who have joined us, I want to say we are together. And let's just share your thoughts. How do you think we can pan through for this championship in the World Cup? The World Cup is on our ends, and we are believing that the formation the coach is playing should actually be onto the team. He's saying that the 4-2-3-1 is not the best one for our team at all, because we have a long way to go if you are playing as such a formation with the Super Eagles of Nigeria. But I want to tarry along with you, Imad, this evening, that we believe that we should keep praying for the Super Eagles. And like everybody has said, the Super Eagles can get it right at the World Cup. It's just 8 days to go. And some of the official song is already tripping in. And the euphoria will be at every of our game. We will be checking out on the Super Eagles game itself. How do we think we can perform at the World Cup? Let's get to see. What are your thoughts? What are your game this evening? Well, we spent 25 minutes, and so Ima, what should be our solution? What should be the solution going into this submission? What should be the formation the coach should look? All right, so if you are just joining us, it's still a time. I really want to thank you, everyone who is watching this evening. And come on, let's be part of it. It's our game. We must preach the Nigerian Super Eagles all the best are going to the World Cup. It's about 28 minutes already, and I know I've not bored you. The Croatian this evening just defeated, talking about Senegal, one of our African brothers going to the World Cup by 2-1. Do you think that's a good side for them? If you think yes, okay, let's watch through together. And what are your expectations from it? It's so good that the Super Eagles, I've seen them play. Iceland yesterday played Argentina, played Ghana. Ghana, sorry for that. And it ended in a 2-2 draw. And the Ghana team actually showed them that, I guess what the Ghanaians will be telling them is that don't think if you get to beat Nigeria 1 goal, they will not fight back to haunt you. It's not over until it's over. So we are watching it and we're believing that we can get right. Okay, Ima again has responded. He said, I believe we can qualify, but we must win the first game against Croatia and against Iceland. The first 2 games is a must win if we strive to go far. Thank you, Ima. If we must qualify, beat in Croatia and also Iceland. Yes, I carry along with you. The first, I want to leave everyone together. Let's watch along. Malam Sheudiko, if you're watching, please drop your comments. My YouTube web page. But we are trying to look at the best way for the Super Eagles going to the World Cup proper. It's our team. We have to support them. We have to wish them all the best of luck ahead of the World Cup 2018. It's not going to be easy at the World Cup, but we want to believe that we can get the Super Eagles can go exceedingly far in this World Cup 2018. My name is Musa Alo Kere again, and I want to thank Ima, who has been solely gluing here onto his screen. Thank you for being part of this show. Thank you for your time, Emmanuel. Emma Steve Sports, thank you very much. I know we'll do this again maybe tomorrow or before I go back to my house. It's a pleasure for being part of the show. Share your thoughts. The Super Eagles, hashtag SWA Super Eagles. Don't forget to put it hashtag SWA Super Eagles and hashtag Team Niger Strong. That's our hashtag going to the FIFA World Cup 2018. I believe it's possible. I believe we can get it right. Money has been given to these players. They can't be well in Austria. They are enjoying themselves. Let's get to support the Super Eagles of Nigeria. God bless you. Really good. Thank you for being part of this evening show.